Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you love rare coins and hidden treasures, you are in for a treat. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1992 Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, this coin may seem ordinary, but some rare variations of the 1992 Lincoln penny have sold for staggering amounts, with the highest auction record reaching an unbelievable $78,436. That is right, a single penny could be worth a small fortune. But what makes these coins so valuable? How can you identify one, and what factors determine its high market value? Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for and whether you might have a rare and valuable coin hiding in your collection. First, let us take a brief look at the history of the Lincoln penny and why the 1992 version is so special. The Lincoln cent has been a key part of American coinage since it was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a portrait of Lincoln with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above his head, "Liberty," to the left, and the date to the right. The reverse design in 1992 still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 by Frank Gasparo, replacing the original wheat ears reverse. Most 1992 Lincoln pennies were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with Philadelphia coins having no mint mark and Denver coins featuring a small D below the date. The San Francisco Mint also produced proof coins with an S mint mark, intended for collectors rather than circulation. Millions of these pennies were minted, making them common in circulation. However, not all 1992 pennies are equal, and certain rare varieties are worth a significant amount of money. Now let us talk about what makes some 1992 Lincoln pennies so valuable. The key reason some of these coins command such high prices is due to rare varieties and errors. One of the most famous and valuable varieties is the 1992 Close AM penny. Normally, the letters A and M in America on the reverse have a noticeable gap. However, in a rare minting mistake, some 1992 pennies were struck with the Close AM design, where the letters A and M are nearly touching. This design was actually intended for proof coins, but a small number of business strike pennies were mistakenly made using the same reverse die. If you find a 1992 Close AM penny, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars. High-grade examples in near-perfect condition have sold for tens of thousands at auction, with one of the highest-selling specimens reaching over $78,000. Another valuable variety to look for is the 1992 D Close AM penny. Like its Philadelphia counterpart, this error also occurred at the Denver Mint, making it an extremely rare and sought-after coin among collectors. The 1992 D Close AM penny in high grade has fetched thousands at auction, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies ever discovered. Aside from the Close AM variety, other factors influence the value of a 1992 penny. Coin condition is one of the biggest factors in determining how much it is worth. Coins that have been in circulation for years will often show wear, scratches, and discoloration, reducing their value. On the other hand, uncirculated examples with sharp details and a bright red luster can sell for significant premiums. Professional coin grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, assign a numerical grade to coins based on their condition. A 1992 Close AM penny graded MS65 or higher is highly valuable, while those in lower grades are still worth money but will not reach the highest auction prices. Another key factor in coin value is the presence of other rare errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. While the Close AM variety is the most famous, if you find a 1992 penny with unusual characteristics, it might be worth having it examined by an expert. So, how do you find one of these rare pennies? The best way is to search through your pocket change, old coin collections, and rolls of pennies from banks. Many valuable coins are still in circulation, waiting to be discovered. If you find a 1992 penny, check the spacing between the letters A and M in America using a magnifying glass. If the letters are touching or nearly touching, you might have found a Close AM variety. If you believe you have a rare 1992 Lincoln penny, the next step is to have it professionally authenticated and graded. PCGS and NGC are the most trusted grading services, and having your coin certified will increase its credibility and resale value. High-grade examples of the 1992 close AM penny are extremely rare, which is why they command such high prices at auction. Recently, coin collectors and enthusiasts have been paying more attention to modern pennies, especially those with rare varieties and errors. This has caused the market for rare pennies to grow, and prices for high-grade examples continue to rise. The demand for rare pennies means that now is a great time to check your collection and see if you have a valuable coin. To summarize, the 1992 Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but certain rare varieties, especially the close AM version, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you find one in high grade, it could change your life. Remember to always check your coins carefully, especially those from the early 1990s, because you never know what hidden treasures you might find. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Have you ever found a valuable penny in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and happy hunting! Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you love collecting coins and discovering hidden treasures in your pocket change, then this video is for you. Today, we are going to talk about an extraordinary coin that has recently shocked the numismatic world, the 1987 Lincoln penny. While most pennies from 1987 are only worth 1 cent, some rare examples have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, with one reaching a staggering $54,392 at auction. What makes the 1987 Lincoln penny so valuable? Is it just another common coin, or could you be sitting on a hidden fortune without even realizing it? In this video, we will go over the history of this coin, what makes certain examples worth so much, and how you can identify if you have one of these rare and valuable pennies. Make sure to watch until the end, because you won't want to miss this. Let's start with the history of the 1987 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent has been a part of U.S. currency since 1909, when it was introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln with the words "In God We Trust" above his head, liberty to the left, and the year 1987 to the right. Beneath the date, you will see the small letter D, indicating that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo in 1959. Above the memorial, the words United States of America are inscribed, while the Latin phrase E pluribus unum appears just below. At the bottom of the coin, the denomination 1 cent is clearly visible. The 1987 Lincoln penny was struck primarily in copper-plated zinc. This was part of a change made in 1982 when the U.S. Mint transitioned from solid copper pennies to a composition of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. The goal of this change was to reduce production costs while maintaining the traditional look of the penny. While billions of these coins were produced, certain rare errors and high-grade examples make some of them worth an absolute fortune. Now let's talk about what makes the 1987 Lincoln penny worth thousands of dollars. First and foremost, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that have never been in circulation and have been preserved in pristine condition are far more valuable than those that have been worn down through everyday use. The highest graded examples, particularly those with an MS-67 or higher certification from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, are extremely rare and can fetch thousands of dollars at auction point. One of the biggest factors that can skyrocket the value of a 1987 penny is the presence of errors. Some of the most sought-after error varieties include the double die obverse or DDO. This occurs when the coin is struck twice with a slight misalignment, resulting in visible doubling on the inscriptions or Lincoln's profile. Another valuable error is the off-center strike, which happens when the coin is not properly aligned in the press, leaving part of the design missing. Other notable errors include broad strikes, where the coin is struck without a retaining collar, giving it a slightly larger diameter and a smooth edge. Clipped planchet errors are another rare variety, occurring when a part of the coin's blank is missing due to an error in the cutting process. Additionally, there have been reports of a transitional metal error where a few 1987 D pennies may have been accidentally struck on a copper planchet instead of the intended zinc composition. If confirmed, these coins could be worth even more than their zinc counterparts. So just how much can a rare 1987 D Lincoln penny be worth? Recent auction results have shown that well-preserved examples and error coins can sell for significant amounts. While common 1987 D pennies in circulated condition are only worth face value, uncirculated coins graded MS65 can sell for around $50 to $100. Coins with an MS66 grade can command even higher prices, often reaching several $100s. The real money, however, is in the ultra-high-grade coins. A 1987 D Lincoln penny with an MS67 plus red designation recently sold at auction for an astonishing $54,392. This is because it was one of the finest known examples, with a flawless surface, vibrant red color, and no noticeable imperfections. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare coins because they represent the best of the best from that year. If you're wondering how to find a valuable 1987 D penny, the first step is to start searching your pocket change, old coin collections, and even bank-wrapped rolls of pennies. Pay close attention to coins that appear to be in pristine condition, as these have the highest chance of being valuable. If you come across a coin that looks uncirculated or has an unusual error, consider sending it to a professional grading service for authentication. Another great way to hunt for rare pennies is by attending coin shows, estate sales, and online auctions. Websites like eBay and Heritage Auctions often have listings for rare pennies, but be sure to verify the seller's credibility and check for third-party grading certifications before making a purchase. So, what does this all mean for you? The 1987 D Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but if you find the right one, it could be worth a small fortune. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just starting out in coin collecting, it's always worth keeping an eye out for rare and valuable pennies like these. You never know, you might already have a treasure hidden in your coin jar. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you have ever found a valuable penny or if you have any questions about coin collecting. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting! Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you love rare coins and discovering hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in the right place. Today, we are going to explore the fascinating story of the 1982 D Lincoln cent, a coin that may look ordinary, but could be worth a staggering $76,394 or more at auction. This video will take you through the history of the 1982 D Lincoln penny, explain why it is so valuable, highlight rare errors, and provide tips on how to identify one in your collection. Stick around until the end, because you don't want to miss this incredible discovery. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1982 D penny, let's take a brief look at its historical background. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for more than a century, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original Lincoln penny featured a wheat ears reverse, which remained until 1958. In 1959, the design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design by Frank Gasparo. By the early 1980s, the cost of producing copper coins had become too expensive. Prior to 1982, Lincoln pennies were composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint decided to transition to a new composition of 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper plating. This change resulted in two different types of pennies being produced in 1982, copper cents and zinc cents. One of the biggest challenges for collectors is distinguishing between these two types. A copper 1982 D penny weighs 3.11 grams, while the zinc version weighs only 2.5 grams. The transition happened gradually, meaning both compositions were struck in the same year. However, the Denver Mint, which placed the D Mint mark on its coins, was not supposed to produce any copper cents after mid-1982. Yet, a few rare 1982 D small date copper pennies somehow made it into circulation, making them extremely valuable. Now let's talk about why certain 1982 D pennies are worth so much money. While millions of pennies were produced at the Denver Mint in 1982, the real value comes from the rare small date copper variety. This specific version was not meant to exist, making it one of the rarest modern pennies ever found. The first confirmed discovery of a 1982 D small date copper penny happened in recent years, and since then, only a handful have been authenticated by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. If you're wondering how much these rare pennies are worth, let's look at recent auction sales. In 2019, a 1982 D small date copper penny in high-grade condition sold for an astonishing $76,394 at auction. This price was driven by its rarity, condition, and the fact that so few examples have been found. Even lower-grade examples can sell for thousands of dollars. To put things into perspective, regular 1982 D pennies that are made of zinc are usually only worth face value. Even high-grade versions of the common 1982 D penny typically sell for just a few dollars. But if you happen to find the rare small date copper version, you could be sitting on a fortune. So, how do you check if you have a valuable 1982 D penny? First, look for the mint mark. If your coin has a D below the date, it was made at the Denver Mint. Next, check the date style. The small date version has thinner numerals that are more uniform in height, whereas the large date variety has thicker numbers with the 8 and 2 appearing slightly taller. The best way to confirm whether your penny is copper or zinc is by weighing it. Use a precision scale to check if the coin weighs 3.11 grams. If it does, you might have one of the rarest pennies in existence. If it weighs only 2.5 grams, it is a common zinc version. Some other rare errors from 1982 that collectors should watch out for include double die obverse varieties, off-center strikes, and broad strikes. These errors can also increase a coin's value, although the small date copper variety remains the most valuable discovery from this year. If you think you have a rare 1982 D small date copper penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded and authenticated. PCGS and NGC are the top grading services in the world, and their certification can significantly boost your coin's value. Once authenticated, you can sell your coin at major coin auctions, online marketplaces, or through a reputable coin dealer. Finding a rare 1982 D penny is like winning the lottery, but it is still possible. Many rare coins remain undiscovered, sitting in old collections, coin rolls, or even in circulation. If you want to increase your chances of finding one, start by searching through bankrolls, checking estate sales, and visiting coin shops. The more pennies you examine, the better your odds of striking gold. So, what are the chances of finding a rare 1982 D small date copper penny today? While only a few have been discovered so far, experts believe that more could still be out there waiting to be found. It just takes patience, a keen eye, and a little bit of luck to wrap things up. The 1982 D Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin with a unique place in numismatic history. While most 1982 D pennies are common and worth only a cent, the rare small date copper version can be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. If you come across a 1982 D penny, take a moment to check its weight and date style. You never know, you might be holding on to a life-changing treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Have you ever found a valuable coin in your change? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting! Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where we uncover hidden treasures in everyday pocket change. If you love collecting coins or just want to know if that penny sitting in your drawer is worth thousands of dollars, then you are in the right place. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1980 D Lincoln penny, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but could be worth a staggering $87,453. That is right. Some rare examples of this 1-cent coin have fetched incredible prices at auctions. So what makes this coin so valuable? How can you identify one? And how can you determine whether your 1980 D penny is worth life-changing money? Stick around until the end, because this is one coin you do not want to overlook. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency for more than a century. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The original design was created by Victor David Brenner and featured a wheat reverse. In 1959, the reverse design changed to depict the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo, which remained in use until 2008. The 1980 D penny is part of this long-running memorial reverse series. The obverse side of the 1980 D Lincoln penny features the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1980 to the right. Below the date, you will see the small but important D mint mark, indicating that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse side showcases the Lincoln Memorial, with the words "United States of America" and 1 cent clearly inscribed. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny depiction of Lincoln's statue inside the memorial. Now that we know the history and design of the 1980 D penny, let's talk about what makes this particular coin so valuable. While millions of 1980 D pennies were minted, most of them are only worth face value. However, certain rare varieties and high-grade specimens have been known to sell for thousands of dollars. The most important factors that determine a 1980 D penny's value are its condition, mint errors, and overall rarity. Condition plays a huge role in the value of any coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers representing better condition. A 1980 D penny in heavily circulated condition is usually only worth a few cents due to its copper composition. However, if the coin has been well preserved and is in uncirculated condition, it could be worth significantly more. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. The finest known examples are incredibly rare, which is why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. Aside from condition, mint errors can also make a 1980 D penny extremely valuable. Some of the most sought-after errors include double die obverse DDO, which occurs when the coin is struck twice with slight misalignment, creating a doubling effect on inscriptions, or Lincoln's profile off-center strikes, which happen when the coin is not properly aligned in the press, causing part of the design to be missing and making it an unusual collector's item. Broad strikes, where the coin is struck without a retaining collar, resulting in a larger size, and a smooth edge-clipped planchet errors, which occur when part of the coin is missing due to an error in the blank cutting process, making it look as if a piece has been sliced off. If you happen to find a 1980 D penny with one of these rare errors, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Some of these error coins have sold for thousands of dollars, depending on their rarity and demand among collectors. Now let's talk about the real money. Just how much can a rare 1980 D penny be worth? According to recent auction records, the highest price ever paid for a 1980 D Lincoln penny was a staggering $87,453. This was for a nearly perfect MS68 red specimen, one of the finest known examples in existence. Coins with this level of preservation are incredibly rare because most pennies enter circulation and accumulate wear and tear over time. For comparison, most circulated 1980 D pennies are worth only face value. However, uncirculated examples in MS65 condition can sell for $50 to $100, while MS66 coins can fetch $200 to $500. Coins graded MS67 can easily sell for over $1,000, and anything graded MS68 or higher becomes extremely valuable, with prices skyrocketing into the 5-figure range. Error coins vary in price as well, with dramatic double die varieties and off-center strikes commanding premium prices among collectors. How can you find a valuable 1980 D penny? The first step is to check your pocket change, old coin collections, and even bankrolls. Look for uncirculated examples with a bright red color, as these have the highest potential value. If you suspect you have a rare error coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Having an official grade assigned to your coin can significantly increase its value and make it easier to sell to serious collectors. Another great way to search for rare coins is by attending coin shows, checking estate sales, and looking through online marketplaces like eBay or heritage auctions. Just be cautious of counterfeit coins and always verify a seller's reputation before making a purchase. At the end of the day, the 1980 D Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but in rare cases, it can be worth a life-changing amount of money. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just getting started in numismatics, it is always worth checking your change for hidden gems like these. You never know, you might be holding onto a small fortune without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you have ever found a valuable penny or if you have any questions about coin collecting. Thanks for watching and happy hunting! Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we explore rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. If you love numismatics and enjoy learning about valuable coins, then you are in for a treat today because we are going to discuss the 1976 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This penny may look like an ordinary coin, but some rare examples have sold for an astonishing price of $67,836 at auction. So what makes this penny so special? How can you identify a valuable one? What factors contribute to its worth, and how can you find one? Make sure to watch until the end as we break down everything you need to know about the history, value, and rarity of this incredible coin. To understand why this penny is valuable, let's start with its history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln with the words "I in God we trust" above his head, liberty to the left, and the date to the right. This design has remained relatively unchanged for more than a century and continues to be one of the most recognized coins in American history. The reverse design of the 1976 Lincoln penny features the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was first introduced in 1959 to replace the original wheat ears reverse. This iconic image was created by Frank Gasparo and remained in circulation until 2008, when the coin's design was changed to the Lincoln Bicentennial Series and later the Shield Reverse in 2010. The Lincoln Memorial Reverse is one of the most well-known images in U.S. coinage history, and collectors often search for rare varieties within the series. Now let's talk about the minting process of the 1976 Lincoln penny. This coin was produced at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint did not use a mint mark on its pennies, meaning that all 1976 Lincoln cents without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia. Denver pennies carry a small d below the date, while San Francisco pennies have an S and were produced primarily as proof coins for collectors. Millions of 1976 pennies were struck, so at first glance, it may seem like this coin is common and not worth much. However, collectors are always on the lookout for rare varieties, high-grade examples, and error coins that can significantly increase the value of a coin. The most valuable 1976 no mint mark Lincoln pennies are those that are in pristine condition, graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade example with full red luster and no major scratches, nicks, or discoloration can command thousands of dollars at auction. In addition to grade, certain errors can make a 1976 penny extremely valuable. Some of the most sought-after error varieties include double die obverse, where inscriptions like Liberty or "I in God we trust" appear doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. Off-center strikes, where the design is shifted to one side. Broad strikes, where the coin is struck without a collar, causing it to expand beyond normal size. And clipped planchet errors, where part of the coin's edge is missing, are all highly collectible varieties that can increase the value of a 1976 penny. One of the reasons why a 1976 no mint mark Lincoln penny sold for $67,836 is because it was one of the finest known examples in existence. Coins with an MS67 or higher grade are extremely rare, as most pennies in circulation show signs of wear, scratches, and discoloration over time. The fewer imperfections a coin has, the higher its grade and potential value. To put things into perspective, a typical circulated 1976 penny is usually worth only face value, meaning just 1 cent. However, an uncirculated example with a strong red color and minimal imperfections can sell for anywhere from $50 to a few $100s. If the coin is graded MS66 or MS67, its value increases significantly, with some selling for thousands of dollars. Error coins with dramatic doubling or off-center strikes can also fetch high prices depending on their rarity and demand among collectors. If you want to find a valuable 1976 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny, start by checking your pocket change, old coin collections, and bankrolls. Many people unknowingly have rare coins without realizing their worth. Look for coins with strong red luster and minimal wear, as these have the highest chances of being valuable. If you believe you have a high-grade or error variety, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PeaceGS or NGC for authentication. Another great way to find rare coins is by attending coin shows, checking estate sales, and searching through online marketplaces like eBay or heritage auctions. However, always be cautious when purchasing coins online and verify the seller's reputation to avoid counterfeit or altered coins. The 1976 no-mint-mark Lincoln penny may seem like just another common coin, but in rare cases, it can be worth a life-changing amount of money. Whether you are an experienced collector or just getting started in the world of numismatics, always keep an eye out for rare varieties, high-grade examples, and valuable error coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you have ever found a rare coin or if you have any questions about coin collecting. Thanks for watching and happy hunting!